There we go.
Hello and good evening. We are the Sisterhood of the Rising Phoenix. And with me, as always, I have Carolyn Rebelto, Audrey Westcott, and tonight we have Whitney Leggett. And we are bringing to you our ritual for Beltane. Because tonight is Walpurgis night. And if you remember, Walpurgis night is the night before Beltane. So it's a lot like Halloween in some ways, but we'll talk about that later. So I'll get right to it. The Ember and Spring Rite. This is awakening vitality and setting intent.
Ritual
Ritual.
essentials. You go ahead, Karen, please.
Oh,
I
no,
can't read.
fine. Are you having trouble reading?
Yeah.
Ritual essentials. For timing, we have May Eve after sunset or May Day at dawn. The window is active from April 30th to May 2nd. Fire and water. One red or gold candle for vitality and a small bowl of clean water for cleansing. Spring green. 3 to 5 fresh spring leaves or sprigs, mint, clover, rosemary, or pine for earth connection. So small circle mantling, clear in center. Stand barefoot, ring a bell once, breathe deeply 3 times, speak. The night recedes, the light returns. I stand awake as the wheel turns. Number 2, cast the circle. Walk clockwise, tracing a ring of pale gold light. Speak. By dew and dawn, by breath and bone, I draw this Beltane circle, clear and known. Acknowledge the elements. North, earth, earth, steady my form. Focus on stability and foundation. East, air, air, quicken my breath. Focus on clarity and new ideas. South, fire, awaken my blood. Focus on energy and action. West, water, water, cleanse my path. Focus on flow and purification. Seasonal spirits. I welcome the spirits of the waking wood. May your grace restore what is whole. Opening the core right. Preparation and cleansing. Arrange the water bowl, herbs, and candle in a triangle on your surface. This forms the energetic geometry of your work. Dip 3 fingers into the water and flick it around the space. Say, what was heavy, wash away. What is dormant, wake today. Brown and green. Selection, pick up one leaf or sprig at a time. Activation, press it gently to your chest, then set it by a candle. Declaration, by Earth's green breath, I clear the path. Kindle and focus. Light the candle. Gaze into the flame. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. Speak your focus word, like bloom, begin, or create. As fire meets the waking year, so does my purpose become clear. What I tend shall take its root, what I kindle shall bear fruit. Seal and receive. Feel the warmth. Cup your hands 2 to 3 inches from the flame. Notice the heat transfer. This represents your intention manifesting in the physical world. Quiet observation. Sit for 3 to 5 minutes. Notice shifts in breath or mood. Let the season's momentum settle into your nervous system before closing. Dismantling. Phase 1. Give thanks. Face each direction, then center. Thank you, earth, air, fire, and water. Thank you, spirits of the dawn. Thank you, this body and breath. Deep grounding. Place both palms flat on the ground. Visualize roots anchoring the energy you've raised into the earth. Breathe out slowly 3 times. Release the circle. Counterclockwise. Walk the original path to unwind the energy. Want to make sure that you walk clockwise when you open and counterclockwise when you close. Final words. The circle is open but unbroken. As the dew dries, the blessing remains. The season turns, the path is clear. So it is. Physical cleanse. Wash your hands with cool water to return to daily life. Return to earth. Pour ritual water onto soil and compost the herbs with gratitude.
Um, that's the safety stuff.
Yes, we added some ritual notes and safety information for everyone. Um, I'm sure all of you know this already. Never leave an open flame unattended. Use heat safe surfaces. You can swap candle for stone or salt for herbs. Maintain the 3 item limit. The space is adaptable for indoors or outdoors. Return all natural elements to soil. And final wash. Wash hands with cool water before resuming daily activities. And so it is. May your intentions bloom and your vitality thrive throughout the growing season, the ember and spring ride. Thank you for joining us for that. I thought maybe we could talk a little bit before we open it up for questions. Well, why don't we talk about this ritual? Um, why don't we talk about how we feel about it, what we liked about it? I loved, matter of fact, I love the way we open and close the circle. I love saying the circle is open but unbroken.
I love that
Yes, I
because
love that.
we think of it, we see this, and a lot of us have it tattooed or we wear it as a necklace, whatever. We see the pentacle as this unbroken, so connected in each point, and to know to walk that circle and say it is open and unbroken. You're We use that so rarely in our practices. I know I do. I love it. I just do.
I think ritual can be a very focal part of your practice
Hmm.
if you choose.
Hmm.
And you don't have to do it all the time.
No,
No.
especially if you're definitely a low energy kind of person due to, health, or it doesn't even have to be physical. It has, mental health is a big thing. And to have these little moments, whether by yourself or with a group, and we have these little rituals and we talk about it, you know, it makes my day just a little bit better, especially if I'm struggling with something. And to know that I have you guys here and doing these rituals just makes it all the more special for me.
You know,
Yeah.
one of the things that I really enjoyed about this ritual, Carolyn, and she
Hmm.
wrote it, by the way, so everyone knows, Carolyn's excellent at writing rituals. The one thing I really enjoyed about this is that it can be done with one person.
Mhm.
So if you're
Mm-hmm.
a solo practitioner out there and you don't have a coven of sisters to do a ritual with, you can feel comfortable doing this by yourself.
Mhm.
You don't,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need a crowd. And it can be done with a group of people. It can be modified easily to accommodate a larger group.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So a ritual can be simple or it can be very convoluted and last for a long time. So I like to keep it simple.
I try to make them simple.
Because sometimes the simplicity of it,
Sim
it's makes it
yeah,
beautiful.
it just makes it more special.
Mhm.
They don't have to be long. I just love the fact that it's so adaptable.
Yes. Because that's the thing about this path is that this path you're always going to adapt. You're always going to something's always going to change. It's never the same. Um, so if you're walking down this path for the first time and you're like, it's so much, it can be. But
It looks like a lot starting out.
yes. But here's the thing is that it's so beautiful when it's just simple.
Hmm.
You are that tool. You harness that magic. Yes, there's wands and athames and crystals and all that. Those are just the extension of who you
Exactly.
are.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put your energy into those tools.
Right.
And that's what makes the magic.
Mhm.
That's where the magic comes from. It's
As
from
you.
us.
You make the magic.
And we harness the magic from the universe. So
Hmm.
and we return it back to the universe. And that's another thing that I really like is
Returning what was
Mhm.
given.
Yep.
and giving thanks. So, how about you, Whitney? Was there anything in particular that you wanted to add about the ritual?
No, not really. I mean, I definitely sing for my ancestors whenever I do mine with my circle and stuff.
Oh,
ask them to come in
nice.
Nice.
and share it with me.
You could easily, instead of spirits, you could easily invite your ancestors into a ritual like this.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And if
I do.
you're
I'll
work
ask my ancestors to come in and to give thanks, and especially for their knowledge and their sacrifice and being and returning all of their energy after they did pass back into the earth so it can be redistributed throughout.
Right, right. That's a really cool thought. I like that.
Hmm.
oh, definitely. So we got a little treat for you guys tonight. Karen and I worked on a little special blend of incense for Beltane. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. If you are interested in the ingredients and what we used, more than happy to post that onto, the page and everything like that. So let me know or let, me or Carolyn or Karen know, and we're happy to share what we do kind of on the side to our own little preparations. Um, so whenever you're ready, Mama, we can get started.
Yeah, I was just looking for my little thing about Walpurgis night here.
Oh yes, she wanted me to read something special about Wahlberg tonight.
Did I send it to you?
No, I don't think you did. I was waiting for
Oh,
it.
I'm really naughty.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, you are. You're a very naughty, naughty mom. That doesn't sound right.
It probably wasn't.
Why
But
is it
anyway,
always you think I have bad intentions?
Walpurgis night is a lot like it's a lot like Samhain in some ways. It's let me try to find what I did with that.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of
It is
the.
mostly German. It's largely German. It was very popular there, I'll put it that way. Um, where did that go? My
Oh, I
goodness.
don't mean to interrupt while you're looking for that, Karen. Also, I'll use my cauldron. I'll put it on the part of the fire, and I'll have my Beltane simmer pot going.
Mm.
Oh, that's nice.
That sounds nice.
Really good. Oh, she just started it up. I can smell it.
Is it good?
So Walpurgis Night is something that was started as Saint Walpurgis Eve, but the customs and practices and traditions are way older than that. They go back to pagan times, but this is another thing that was co-opted by the church, um, so that people could keep doing what they were doing anyway. So this is celebrated on the 30th of April and the 1st of May, mostly the eve. And the feast commemorates the canonization of Saint Walpurga, but the the activities have nothing to do with the Christian church. So this is about the early pagan practices. They would turn off all the lights in the house or put out all the candles and torches. The whole town would be dark, and everybody would come as a community, and they have this big bonfire going, this big sacred bonfire, the bale fire, usually two of them, because they'd run the cattle through there. No, that's on Beltane. But they'd have this great big bonfire. Everybody would come and they would light their torches from the bonfire and then take it back to their houses to light their fires with. But that's not all they did. The bonfires were to ward off witches. But when the Christians took over. But really, the witches were the ones that were enjoying celebrating Walpurgis Night. Um, but it was a lot of fun, and people would get pretty wild, drink a lot, have a good time. Said that the veil was supposed to be thinner, and they would light these fires on the hillside to ward off evil and to protect livestock around. So there would be, and in Germany they had this. They had a meeting. The Walpurgis Night was believed to be the night of a witches' meeting on Mount Brocken, the highest peak in the Harz Mountains, which is a range off the wooded hills in central Germany. So it was real big there. And they really believed that all the witches were up there having this big woohoo blowout with the devil. Everybody partying and naked and having sex and all that. They were just sure that was going on up there. I don't know if it was or not, but they really believed it. So sometimes the feast day is called Hexennacht, which is German for literally witches' night. Because Hexen refers to witches, and Nacht, of course, is not. And revelers would dress as witches, as demons. They'd set off fireworks, dance, and they do this still. They do this still in the area. They play loud music, which is said to drive the witches and winter spirits away. So there's lots of fire and reveling and things like that go on. They do this all over. They do it in the Czech Republic, and they have huge bonfires up to 8 meters tall. That's like 26 feet. Um, I cannot pronounce the word in Czech, but it literally means burning of the witches. Um, so when they see the black and dense smoke formations, that's a witch flying away. That's a witch's spirit flying away. So it's customary there to burn a puppet representing the witch on the bonfire. In England, they do this. They hang cowslips to ward off evil in England. They also do this in Estonia. And they have their own customs there. The night starts with a procession through the streets and visiting each other's houses through the night. Of course, lots of drinking and carrying on. Finland, it's also called Midsummer. I don't know why, because oh no, it isn't called Midsummer. Sorry, I read that wrong. It is actually Valborg or Vapu in Finnish, and they have a big carnival. So they have lots of wine and alcoholic beverages and
Notice alcohol
Yeah.
seems to be a really
Yeah,
big
real
I was gonna say just the alcohol is a big thing.
mead, low alcohol mead, all kinds of
I
stuff.
want to
So
get my hands
no
on
matter
some
where
meat.
you go, it is in Turkey. It has become a tradition to cap the Pasanka statue. Oh, Turku, sorry. So that's also in Finland and Germany. Of course, they still do it there. Thousands of people that celebrate. Hungary, the Netherlands. So you see, this is really popular. Sweden, they still do this in Europe. It's a very popular holiday in Europe still. But in the United States, we don't.
Because we're
Unless it's thought to be a satanic holiday in the United States.
Mm.
It's aligned with the Church of Satan that was founded on Walpurgisnacht in 1966 by Anton LaVey.
that explains it.
And
Explains it.
that he states in the Satanic Bible that besides one's own birthday and Halloween, Walpurgisnacht ranks as the most important satanic holiday.
Hmm.
I did not know that.
Did
So
not know that.
anyway, it's a really popular holiday in Europe, especially for the people who think that they're driving out witches and the witches who are just having a party.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that I'd share a little bit about Walpurgisnacht since it is Walpurgisnacht, and I'm probably not going to be going out drinking and carousing tonight. I'll probably be just relaxing in my house. But it's nice to know that carousing is happening out there somewhere
There's somewhere.
which is younger than me.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. Ones that aren't crones are out there partying. So
I'm not from
drink one for me, which is
right.
Can't drink no more.
I would what be a mother, wouldn't I? Somewhere around there.
so
I would have to be the designated driver because I can't drink.
I can't either. I don't
can't
think
either.
any of us can. We just pretend.
We'll just pretend.
We're just, I can be crazy without alcohol. I
Yeah.
don't.
See
Yeah, I
well,
won't be
how
drinking,
hard
that's
that
for
was?
sure.
I can be the craziest one in the pub without a drop
Hey, if it works, it works.
because I just want to have a good time.
Agreed.
I'll
100.
drink a loaded tea. It
Yeah.
just has natural caffeine in it,
Oh,
but
that sounds
no,
nice.
no alcohol for me.
Yeah, so we're the no alcohol crew here, not by choice, most of us. But
Yeah.
Yep.
anyway, circumstances have landed us here, and so we'll have to find a different way. We'll have to find a non-alcohol meat or something to celebrate with. But
I could definitely look for that. I love me some meat. You know what? If you guys ever get a chance, try some real traditional like Viking meat. It's hearty. It's good.
yeah,
It's sweet,
of
but
course,
be
it's French and
careful.
funny.
It will sneak up on you
Oh,
too.
kick your
Oh
butt.
yeah.
I learned that. I had a friend who made me some. It was blackberry mead, and I said, "Oh, I can do this."
Word to
2
the
months
wise.
later,
Word to the wise. Drink it standing up.
yes. 2 cups later, I ended up on their couch going, so yeah, so I can't do this.
Drink it standing up, so that way you're always on your feet because you won't be able to get back to them.
No.
Surprise when you stand up. So
I woke up on their couch and they're saying, going, "Hey guys, how was it?" I don't remember. And they're like, "It was great. You good?" Yeah. Apparently, it just decided to knock me out for a little
meat
bit.
is awesome. I love me some meat.
I love blackberry meat. It's my favorite.
I've had so many different types of meat.
I got blackberry wine in my refrigerator.
Ooh, lucky you.
Can't drink
I don't
it.
like wine, but I would drink
I
that.
know I have a bottle of rosé on my counter that's been there for years and I haven't opened it.
It's homemade.
It just sits there.
It's
Yeah,
just
I have a bottle of Riscata in my icebox that I can't drink, but it's
I
there.
love Moscato and I just can't. I mean, I might be able to have like a glass of wine, but that's about it. That's about all I can do.
see, I want to get mead though. I do want to get mead for like ritual purposes.
Yeah, it's great for rituals.
Mhm.
I think it'd be perfect. It's alcohol, it's honey. What's not to like?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyway, that was Walpurgis night. And
See, we don't need to be
we get a little off topic sometime here at the Sisterhood of the Rising Phoenix.
a little.
Yeah, a little,
a little
a tiny bit. But we have a good time.
Yes.
Do.
So next month, let's talk a little bit about what
Ooh.
we have coming up.
Next month. Not next month, next month.
Yeah,
Next couple months. We have divination.
we are diving
I'm
into
so excited.
divination.
Yes.
So excited.
A
First
to
2 weeks are going to
Z.
be theory.
Yes, A to Z divination. We have a divination dictionary for you,
Stop.
courtesy of Miss Carolyn. And we're not going to go alphabetically. She has it organized into cohesive groups of divination types that kind of go together so that we can present it to you in some way that isn't complete chaos.
Yes.
Even though one of us in this group loves the chaos.
One of us does.
Very, very fond
One of
of
us
the
does.
chaos.
We've had
Uh-huh. I
big
just
chaos.
started doing Foops art ruins. I started learning it.
They
And
all
I
look
have I had a set made for me in Black
very cool.
Obsidian.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Ooh, I heard it's in the end.
I love
Yes.
rooms.
Some
My amethyst.
We'll be talking about casting runes in there.
Yep.
And probably we're going to talk about casting some bones and
Yep.
casting all kinds of things and
Pendulums,
I make
tarot,
those.
Lindermon.
yeah,
Oh
you
God.
name it, we got it.
You name
Exactly.
it.
Like, and I can tell you guys from being the person that has been sitting here listening to this, you guys are going to love this. I am
Some of
so absolutely excited.
Some of the
Rooster
stuff,
divination.
we've even got bibliomancy, which
Mhm.
they teach in the Christian church as a way to find God's messages for you. Now, if that isn't divination, I don't know what is, people. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you.
really, it really is. But
Mhm.
the Christians use divination. They don't call it that because it sounds occult. So
Mhm.
anyway, we're going to be talking about bibliomancy and how you can use that kind of divination in your practice with any book.
Mhm.
Yep.
So what?
Cassiomancy, which is your tea leaf reading.
Mhm.
Ooh, tea leaf. I always found that one a little confusing though.
Well, there's different shapes that you have to look for. They
Yes.
have a chart. Some of the cups, they have special tea leaf reading cups, and I want to get one of these.
Mhm.
I have
I've
them.
seen
Yeah, I have them on like eBay in my wish list and stuff like that. But they have these special cups, and sometimes some of them will have a spot where if leaves land on this, then you read that symbol. And then there's other tea leaf reading where you look at the shape that the leaves actually make in the cup, and then there's a chart that you can say, oh, this like she did in Harry Potter. Oh, I've got a wonky cross, or he saw the grim, or the sun. There's all different kinds of symbols. There's a lot of them.
Yes. There's a lot of different symbols. There are a lot of different symbols and meanings, which I'm putting some of them into our PDFs, but I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail in the PDFs with those, but I
Right.
will make them available to everybody. So you will be able to have the PDF and you can go in and you can actually listen to us if you want this way to YouTube, or if you show up, we have it on there where we can read it to you like Miss Karen does. She's been helping me out the last couple weeks. I can't see very well.
See, I've always found tea leaf reading interesting, but not something that I don't know, I'm just not drawn to that. It's more the two that I'm drawn to is the tarot and
Oh, I cannot
now
wait
the ruins.
to.
Because I mean I've drawn to it, but I make pendulums and I have used it just to communicate with my guides, but for the most part it's just tarot and
I'd like to try
runes now.
witches' runes too.
Mhm.
Um,
Hmm.
so
I really,
tarot is definitely something I've been doing for very, very long time. Same with, but the thing with tarot for me, that was one of the first divination tools I ever used.
I
Hmm.
think it was
Going
the
onto my
first for
path.
most of us, really.
Most of
And
Yeah.
us.
I got really good at it. I got really, really good
I
at it.
think tarot is most witches' entry into divination.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
It's something that we're all real familiar with.
I do
Mhm.
believe we are going to be coming up on talking about spirits as well, like spirit guides and things of that
Oh
nature.
yeah, yeah.
So
Lots of
that
spirit
that's going to be
divination.
really, really fun for me to talk to you guys about my gift and how I use it in my daily practice and daily life. And sometimes I don't get a choice in how I use it.
Yeah.
Um,
Wendy's clairaudient, so she understands what you're talking about.
Mhm.
She may not see them, but she can sure hear them.
they
Oh
like
boy,
to
can
come
I.
up out of freaking nowhere.
I told you that static was voices.
They like to come up out of nowhere.
Mine ring um
Mhm.
whenever
Oh,
they're
do you
trying
get
to
ringing
talk to
in
me.
your ears? Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
mine
like
will
that
ring.
high. I don't know for you. For me, it's really high pitched, kind of like a freaking dog whistle.
I've never thought
Yes.
about that as a cue that a spirit wanted to talk to me. I thought it was just tinnitus.
No, it's like a dog
My ears ring.
whistle. Oh yeah, that
Mine
is.
is it's not as high pitched as a dog whistle. Mine's just like a little bit lower than that, but
Oh my goodness.
it just it my ears just ring nonstop and they won't stop until I if especially if they're wanting a message to somebody, they
Yes.
will
Mhm.
not stop until I
Yes.
tell this
Mhm.
person their
Yeah,
message.
well, yeah. Now I have had that happen with me occasionally, where like one of my best friends is an author and she had just published her first book and her dad came through to me.
Hold on. You said
And he was the one that was always the biggest supporter of her being a writer. And he died
Hmm.
years ago, suicide, very tragic. But anyway, long story short, she's telling me she's on the phone saying, it's published and everything. And I just keep hearing, my daughter, the author, my daughter, the author. And I knew who it was. And finally, I had to stop her and say, I'm sorry, your dad just he's really proud of you.
He's really happy for you.
He's really, really proud of you. He's telling everybody right now about his daughter who wrote this book, and he can't stop talking about it. So I just had to tell you, that he's really over the moon about this. So yeah, occasionally somebody will break through like that, and I think that was because of my very close connection with her. I've never really declared audience isn't something I've ever really tried to develop. And we'll talk a lot about the clairs
I
in this
cannot
divination
wait.
because, the clair senses are really, they really come out in divination, whatever your senses, especially psychometry, the people who touch an object and get
Mhm.
something from it.
Yep.
So it's real important to know and understand what the different clair senses are so that you can figure out what your gift is, because
Yours.
I believe everyone has one.
Yeah, because at
But
first I thought I was
Yeah.
going crazy. I really did. So I can't wait for divination.
we all do. We all felt at some point in time like we were losing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Mm-hmm.
saw spirits that for the first time when I was 10. And
Mm-hmm.
it was my grandfather. So it was pretty weird, but it was cool at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was a teenager with my grandmother. She just showed up as I knew before that she passed before anybody else did because she
exactly.
came to talk to
Uh-huh.
me.
It was exactly like that, Whitney. It was exactly
It
like that.
was crazy, and I
He
thought I was losing it.
he came in my room. The door didn't open, of course. He
Yeah.
came in my room and sat down on the foot of my bed, and I knew immediately he was gone, that he was dead. I knew immediately.
That must be weird because I smell spirits.
No, you're not weird. That's Claire alien,
Claire, aliens, I think.
Claire aliens. Yeah, that's
See,
smelling.
my
And
biggest
Anna would smell things, and that was really weird because Anna has no sense.
No sense of smell
So the only time she smelled anything was when a spirit was visiting her.
around.
And I'll just blurt out information that I
yeah,
couldn't
she
know.
does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does. She's done it to me a few
It's
times.
weird. I don't.
She's done it to me a few times where I would be talking about my mother and she would say things that I've never told her, but she'd say it, and I'm just like, hold on, wait, the what?
Try being in the dentist office and it comes to you and they want you to tell the receptionist and she's looking at you like you're nuts
Been there, done that.
Yep.
because her grandfather would not leave me alone until I told her. Because apparently he hid a key and he wanted her to get it because he had a safe that nobody could get into. It was one of those old timey ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted her to know where the safe was. And all it was in it was his journals, but nobody can get into it without, like, I mean, really destroying it. But it was apparently worth money because it's so old. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
So you know that she actually did find the key, and
yeah,
that's
Mm-hmm.
so cool.
yeah,
That's so cool.
I mean, my biggest
she did find it.
That's really neat.
like from my story, like my first instance was a spirit at 6 years old in a closet covered in blood and scalped. It was
That
in
was a
upstate
child.
Yeah, and it was a child spirit. And this, may mind you, I was a child. I was 6 years old, and that image still sticks with me today. Like I had this past October, I ended up going out to St. Augustine, which is not far from our home. Um, and I was taken over by another spirit trying to get their story out. So, um, still, my gift comes in waves, and you kind of learn with the tide.
Well, I told her that it's something that she really needs to explore and learn how to control, because it's
Mediumship.
important that spirits know that they can't just jump you whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
I'm working on that. I think
I am
part of my
too.
reasoning was
Not
I did
jump me,
stretch
but talk to
myself
me.
a little thin because I was trying to protect the ones around me who I was with at that time.
Mhm.
And I think that gave them a little bit more gumption to jump because I stretched myself too thin.
Maybe. I don't know. I
'Cause
really.
right now I'm working on getting the ones because there's two that keep going coming through my house that go through my room and and just walk straight across. One of them's in a cowboy thing in which he thought it was funny that he yelled yeehaw right in my daughter-in-law's ear
Did she
as
hear it?
he was walking through. Do what?
Did she hear it?
Yes, she heard him, and I told him, like, listen, just go through. Everybody's sleeping. Stop waking me up. Leave me alone. So I'm working on boundaries. My boundaries to keep them away, especially at certain times. I mean, there's certain times that they more than welcome to come to me,
That's
but
when you said it. an intention every day as far as what the hours are, or every
Mhm.
week. And that way they become used to that certain time every week. That's one of the things I learned in mediumship classes. Like, as an example, 6 o'clock on a Friday night, you can come through for 3 hours.
Yeah.
After that, no more. After
Got
no
that
more that
because
night,
I
whatever.
told you
But
should go
when
to
you do things
Carolyn.
like that, it makes a difference.
I'm gonna have
So
to
yeah, that's
talk
what
to you
I'm
more
working
about
on
that,
because I
Karen,
don't
because
because them
too many
waking
things
me
come
up at
true.
3 o'clock in the 3:30 in the morning
It's
is
not
for the
cool.
birds.
It's not cool.
No.
No, like y'all, I don't sleep much as it is. I'd like to have my sleep, please.
You do.
Yes.
I'm sorry, we were not laughing at you, Whitney.
No,
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 you're
no, no, no.
Winnie, Winnie chased, she sharked Brutus out of the kitchen. And it was so funny. We had to laugh about it. I call her the great white now because she'll just, and he just runs. And for anybody that doesn't know, Winnie is she's a Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd mix, but she's a run. So she's not as big. She's maybe
no.
about 60 something pounds. And Brutus, the one that gets chased away, is a large staffy pit who weighs 100 pounds. And he's terrified of her.
She's
Absolutely
psychotic.
terrified. She's a scary bitch. So I get it.
She is.
You
So,
better.
so we get to kind of like chuckle over here because it happens often.
He gets henpecked. She doesn't
no,
want.
but it was funny because Megan was freaked out
Oh,
because she was asleep and all she hears in her ear really loud is yeehaw. And she
I
goes, I don't
guess
know what's going
must
on.
do.
Because they're bored. A lot of them
I
are just
guess
bored.
maybe.
They are. And he
No,
is.
they
And
are. A lot of them are just bored. They've kind of chalked it up to, well, we're stuck here, so we're going to have fun. That's where you get a lot of
speaking of the
the
devil
fun.
and salapia,
I guess. I guess
I was
maybe.
just telling him about how the spirit yelled yeehaw in your ear and woke you up.
She should come to divination months.
You should come to Divination Month.
Yep.
Well, right now it's going to be like 2 or 3 months.
So it sounds like she's clairaudient. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
we could do a whole night just on clairsentience
Claire's senses
Oh,
alone.
absolutely.
because there's most people say there's what 8, but there's really
This is Megan.
Hello, nice to meet you.
few.
Nice to meet you too.
She's the one that got scared with yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Well, I didn't know. I thought I was dreaming.
Yeah, well, somebody yells yeehaw in your ear in the middle of the night. That is kind of scary
Yeah, it is kind of
Yeah.
scary.
and weird.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm used to
odd.
it, so
At that point, I wasn't tired anymore. I just took more drugs and went back to sleep.
Don't fuck with.
Well, Karen, I'm gonna make you host.
Okay, we need to end the recording for the night.
Yeah,
So, anyway, that's just a little teaser of all of the wonderful, fun things that we have coming up in the next few months on divination. So please come back and join us for more every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, 7 or 8 p.m.
in
Eastern,
the Eastern.
7 Central. That would be 6 if you're Mountain Time and 5 if you're on the West Coast.
West Coast.
So come back and see us. Again, we are the Sisterhood of the Rising Phoenix. And thank you for joining us. Good night and blessed be.
And
Blessed
marry
be.
me and marry Tom
And
and
marry
marry
me
me
again.
again.
Mary Beltane.
Mary Beltane, everybody.
Good
Have
night.
fun. Party on, dudes.
Ah,
Bye.
we're good.